good? Don't flop all fucking day. You know the score is the first battle of the first day of Don't Flop Fighting Talk. We're here in November in Bristol on the exact same weekend we were here last year. Everyone here in the crowd, make some noise. Let's go! Big up to everyone coming out. It's going to be a great weekend. No further ado, let's get immediately into battle number one. First MC of the weekend, on my last side, on my left side, I'm out of practice, you can see. We got GHAST Buff, make some noise, please!
And up against GHAST Buff, on the right hand side we have Free Will, make some noise!
That's it. Oh, we need to. Yeah, there we go. I'm really out of practice today. All right, GHAST chose to go first. Shouts to GHAST, shouts to Free Will, kicking off the weekend. Round number one, GHAST, let's go, bro.
Let's go, sure. They say the Brummy Shagger appears from the mists at events like this. Steps up to rap and starts spinning his average lyrics. No antics or gimmicks, no antics or gimmicks, nothing fancy explicit, but the second that the battle is finished, there's a flash and he's missing, he's vanished, where is he? And then you see him at the back with the girl you're trying to shag and they're kissing. Next thing you know, he's banging your missus, running a train on her, choo choo, all aboard. That's the story of Will Ross of Internet Battle Rap Forum Lord. I mean, it must be true, I surely thought. Then I saw him try to pull in a mank bar. He's 10 pints deep himself, absolutely rat-ass. Offers her a drink, says tonight is her night. She thinks he's buying a pint. He gives her the glass he's holding and he's already drank half. And I just thought to myself, what a romantic gesture. If she's got a boyfriend, she's sure to leave him. You are guaranteed to score this evening. Fucking half. Will Ross from Friends. Skip straight to divorce proceedings. Forgive me for exposing that the lad can't pull, but at least he's optimistic, you know, glass half full. You should be glad I'm doing joke bars, because if I drop the narrative for you, the plot thickens. Our sense of humour's similar, execution's a lot different. I've been breathing life into Don't Flop's mission to have this network worldwide again, like a Bond villain's. Because when it seemed like the scene had lost vision, I stepped in to fix things, like an optician. Give us a voice again, really good cough syrup. You think that's played out? That's still scripture to what you've got written. This ain't Revelations. Gave me free will. It's this talent that's God-given. No, my style's not for everyone. It's individual taste. But ask about the best of the new crop. People think of my name. Only 3 battles deep. I took a trip to the States, battled, shut those streets down like a Thanksgiving parade. It's my Don't Flop debut in my hometown. Of course I'm gonna kill it today. This victory is free. Where there's a will, there's a way. I have seen your previous battles. Your performance isn't worth much. I see no killer instinct. It's hard to think that does, mate. I have bars, jokes, angles, and local pandering in surplus. I have bars, jokes, angles, local pandering in surplus. I've lived here 10 years, Will. Bristol knows I'm Gertler.
Do you remember that one kid at school? You know the...
What one?
Do you remember that one kid at school? You know the one that's always telling you lies? He's like, my dad's just bought a Lambo and at the weekend he's letting me drive. I took my brother's ID out clubbing. We had a hell of a night. When I was younger, I had trials at West Ham. They said I was better than Rice, I swear on my life. They said I was better than Rice, I swear on my life. I would have played for England if I never broke my leg on that slide when I was 5. And of course I've got a girlfriend. Yeah, I met her online. Got a couple of side chicks, they're at least a 10 and a 9. First time I met GHAST, awkward, lips alone. Tells me he's got an American wife. We all took the piss. I said, I bet for love nor money this never even touched a pussy. He said, guys, don't laugh, this isn't f***ing funny, because I have got a wife, she just goes to another country. She goes to another country. I bet your Microsoft South team calls a bear fucking lovey-dovey. Look at him. Mad right now. Wants to get his dick out on Zoom so fucking bad right now. Deep down, you want to give her a slap right now. For all the long nights that your love life was just you and your hand right now. As far as battles go, pussy, know this one's like a call on Zoom. Bristol boy wanted to work at home, now we better watch who he's talking to. Because, yeah, it turns out she was real Bristol, and I can't believe the things that these have been through. Border control, lockdowns, legal issues. 2 years kept them apart. My heart's been bleeding for you. It's like, babe, I can't wait for my family to meet you. I've got a couple Twitter vids that I can squeeze you into. Got a couple battles lined up. I've got Eek in Bristol and Leeds vs Biz too. She's like, James, I'm having visa issues. I'm sure it must have had him thinking back to that time he saw her face on the Tinder app. Gets his setting opens, distance, max.
Tinder app,
Gets his settings open, distance, max. Oh, who's she? I'll have a bit of that. I'm the Yankee Doodle, Daisy Duke, typical American gun nut. Looking for an awkward British stereotype whose teeth are yellow and fucked up. Can't wait to get out of this godforsaken hellhole. So buy me a visa if you're usually stuck in the friend zone. We can hold hands, we can paint Warhammer on date nights. And I love the Big Bang Theory, so my type would look like all 4 characters at the same time. All 4 characters at the same time. Maybe we can meet up soon and you can be my new suitor. But I would feel right at home if you look exactly like a school shooter. And yeah, like you said...
He does!
Quick survey, give me a G if he looks like a school shooter. What was his angle? I might give a girl half a pint when I meet her. Buying a meal, I'll just give her a slice of my pizza. She'll look at me like I'm the nicest of geezers. Gas rocks up to a girl like, hi, where you from? Can I buy you a visa? Craft.
Let's go!
Let's go, alright!
Yo!
Let's go, let's go!
Make some noise if you've battled in New York City! Yeah!
Bang, bang!
That's because GHAST is sick! Sorry, Will, was that not very inclusive? Make some noise if your promotions company had to file bankruptcy Chapter 6!
That's crazy!
I mean, you tried your best and that's all that matters. Company's House Registered Director Will Ross. Tory bus. I mean, how much was registration? 40, 50 quid? Did you rent an office? Learn to tie a tie? I'm sure that did the trick. So what happened? Was it COVID that had your dreams slipping through your fingertips? Was it the challenges of Brexit that had you captaining a sinking ship? I don't know. Maybe it was the fact you didn't think it was a bad idea naming your company Privilege. Privilege? You live in Birmingham, mate. Brummies can't afford curry sauce with their fish and chips. Have you forgot about the rising cost of living, prick? Privilege. Sounds like you own the deed to little bits of the Aston Villa pitch. Mate, no one's going to Privilege for investment help tips when Privilege sets apart the men who caused the recession and the men who felt it. Blackadder goes forth, General melt shit. Privilege means you've never bled in trenches. You're like an NFT salesman. If NFT stood for never felt tits. Maybe this round will sour you a bad feeling. We know he's not really a Tory, GHAST, leave it. And besides, white Bristolian raps about privilege is Craft D's thing. Point remains he's useless. Promotions. I wouldn't trust you as a valet if I needed my car parking. Your performance shows your work ethic. Lazy and half-hearted. Expecting money for your service must have been a hard bargain. But if the best things in life are free will, you ought to start charging. At least you've not failed like that in battle rap. yet. But if you think he'll put gas to the test, he says the wrong thing, I'm snapping his neck. This round will have this Tory gammon upset like a story in the news about a black man's success. So now you've decided that the time's right? Step up here in the don't flop limelight. Make no mistake, free will's going night-night if we put his privilege against my rights. And I know what you're thinking, theoretical audience member. You want punch free will? You can hardly even reach will, mate. You're a Tory in front of a lefty. He will. Short man's killing it. Jockey on a thoroughbred, clearing this hurdle like a show jump. I'll do the next round of your bitch tits, because I look up to no one.
Let's go!
So GHAST entered a newcomer tournament with the largest of prizes at stake. It was a flight and a stay to the United States to get the nicest of plates on that iBattle stage. He started out well. I mean, his tryout was great. When he won that second, you should have seen the smile on his face. Gets to round 3, big battle at the Fiddlers. Choke lost 3-0, straight fucking pied in the face. But what I find a disgrace, and this bit wasn't captured on camera, was he left that venue filled with actual anger when he booked and paid for his own flights and own hotel, flew out, booked a tryout, and now you think that makes you an international rapper? You f***ing arrogant wanker. Like, imagine GHAST at a school fete. They've got a raffle to raise some cash, you know, just a bit of light fun. They offer him a ticket, it's £1. He says, yeah, go on, I'll buy one. Headmaster comes to the stage with the grand prize, a mountain bike, a big shiny white one. He says, all right, guys, gather round, time to get this prize won. He announces the winning number, 2751. GHAST looks at his ticket. He hasn't got the right one. He rips it up, storms out, calls the headmaster a right, drives down the road to Halfords, comes back an hour later like, hey guys, look what I won. Right, why do you do this? I just don't understand. We went to the casino last night. He went straight to the cash machine like, oh look, I've just won £1,000. Fucking sad. That's why I think you're a hopeless prick. He'd probably enter a high jump and bring a ladder and a pogo stick. He's always bitching about results like he's Jurgen Klopp, got the money but no work ethic. Berbatov, trying to make a career out of paper. This ain't Wernham Hogg. I'll stop you in your tracks. I've got Bernard's watch. I'll make you give your head a wobble like the Churchill dog. He didn't earn his way, he paid his way, and it's a joke. They're on credit, not on merit, claiming you're the GOAT. Think I respect the way that that's approached? Well, I'm afraid it isn't so. He was aiming for the apple, now I'm aiming for his throat. For us, this is a different crowd. You can still watch me cook, I'm in the kitchen now. Bring it to the boil, put a lid on it, simmer down. I'll slice him up and get the sprinkles out. Stop talking about that cheap American plate, this ain't Tinseltown. He's just here for a bit of clout. All of GHAST shit's theatrics and the vibes are A-level drama. Tries to be tongue-in-cheek like Shuffle Tea, but forget the partner. So we've got a spin-off no one wanted. How I Met Your Father. You can catch a fade or get cut, man, I've got the freshest barber. This a new league, but I make it look easy. Erling Haaland. I'll kill a strange emo bitch on stage like Helena Carter. I'll kill the next thing you give me, and the next one after, till they turn me to a Netflix drama like Jeffrey Dahmer. Craft.
You know what rhymes with free will? I win 3-0. Because there's levels to this. He'll say he's only lost to Bizzo Bond. And he's still an irrelevant bitch. Mate, I love Bizzo. Shout out to the king in the north. But back then he was shit. But back then he was shit. It's like saying, oh yeah, I've gone 12 rounds with Tyson Fury when he was 6. I'm smarter.
Let's go.
While other battlers are editing clips and begging for clicks, or they're messaging Briggs and their spelling is pish, those at home, skip ahead just a bit to the end of this vid. You'll see my name in the credits for this. I've been waiting for him to get in the pit so I get the satisfaction when I tell him it's rigged. I am Don't Flop's editor, who subscribed to the YouTube channel. Yeah. You may have noticed the drops have been somewhat seldom. But if you've seen anything from April Fools, you're f***ing welcome. You know what rhymes with gas rigging this? F***ing staff privilege. Any cheer or laugh you get is getting turned down. Any smiles on it. Any cheer or laugh you get is getting turned down. Any smiles on their faces are getting blurred out. Any cheers or laughs you get are getting turned down. Any smiles on their faces are getting blurred out. Before the final cut gets sent to Ur's house, he's getting a text saying, "Sorry mate, we lost his third." It's rigged, mate. I can get away with it. It is rigged, mate. I can get away with anything, you dumb fuck. I could choke right now and all they'll see is a... Oh fuck, what was it? Jump cut! I could do anything. Take a samurai sword and with one sudden move run him through. Coat the blade in stomach juice as I carve his guts in two. Then take the footage to the cutting room and cut out me cutting you. And then fix the lighting and the colour hues. And it might still only get a couple hundred views because of you. Try it out, he's been around years. We've just never seen the improve. Still doing basic rhymes and schemes that even now you stumble through. A fatal error in your system, you don't know how to troubleshoot. There's a very simple reason I am guaranteed the W. I have never had to force a rhyme, and it's all thanks to Shuffle's book. I'll cut that one. No, what I can do with Magic's Vegas is worse than what you did to Yanis Taylor. What I can do with pad and paper will have your lungs collapse like acid vapor. GHAST is famous. I've shook hands with A-list battlers. Paper in my bank in spades, and you're a pebble on my path to greatness. But in all seriousness, I do the editing for Don't Flop because I love this, because the release schedule was a must fix, because the drops had to do these fire battles justice, and besides, not paying for a pro meant we could fit Quill within the budget. But for those at home, if the crowd reacts in silence to anything this spits, I swear on my unborn kids I haven't touched it.
Let's go, make some noise! Let's go!
I didn't think there was any way GHAST could be more embarrassing. I thought, nah man, there's no way. Then I found out when he's not doing this, he does live action role play. Of course he does, clearly your life's a f***ing bore. Let's catch this f***ing dork dressed as Dumbledore out hunting orcs with a wooden sword. Why do you even need to dress up? You already look like a f***ing little ugly dwarf. Looking like the teenage awkward stages of Warwick Davis. I mean, who told Frodo Baggins he could go pro rapping? He has to role play because he's bored of his life. Last week did Lord of the Rings, tonight he's Lord of the Mics. He's wasted all of our time as something he could leech off of. Used to seen as something he could be part of. Created a persona for the beef, now he tweets as Buff. Overly invested into Twitter. Elon Musk, think you'll beat me today? He's on drugs and I'll embarrass him publicly. Because your promos are good, but your battles are average, and that's what they've come to see. Not the amateur tactics, the land, the dramatics when he acts like he's shuffle tea. Gives it the big bad rapper when he's spamming his fucking tweets and isn't backing it publicly. Sad little fucking geek. You need to... Sad little fucking geek. You need to understand there's a difference between doing banter and comedy and making an actual mockery. All that time doing promo, then he isn't rapping it properly. Man, it's hypocrisy. You owe the fans, and so do I. You owe the
He broke the fourth wall! Fourth wall, man.
Man, it's hypocrisy. You owe the fans an apology. That's a habit that stops with me. Stop pretending to be something you're not and be the fucking man that you want to be. Craft.
Just